we are in studio with Emma Lowe and Keegan Walker and someone named Selena, whose last name I don't have. What's your last name, Selena? Walker. Oh, so you're like one of these kids' parents. Keegan's mom. She, or older sister. Older sister. You know, they look so sophisticated at such a young age these days.
I know. I feel so old.
Yes. Well, how old are you guys?
I'm 11.
You're 11. And
I'm 12.
And you are 12. I have kids your age.
Like I said, I feel so old.
They are with the first Lego League, and their team is Team Rebel Alliance. And I just want to let you folks know that in announcing you, one of our listeners, Jamie Burke, he is the coach of the Brickmaster Lego team. He'd like to challenge you to a friendly duel. Do you accept?
Yes, I do.
She didn't even
Emma's
hesitate.
in. All right, they are with the Lego League, and their team is Team Alliance. Did I get that right?
It's Rebel Alliance.
Oh, Rebel Alliance. Team Rebel Alliance. All right, so for someone who's a little clueless, like your friendly radio show host here, what is the Lego League, and what is this competition? What's your team all about?
So Lego League is a STEM program that involves kids ages 9 to 14 learning about the engineering and science.
Learning about engineering and science. Now, do you build your stuff out of Legos?
Yes, we do. There's this different type of Lego. It's called an NXT kit. And they're slightly different than regular Lego, so you can build actual robots out of them.
Really? So now, this is Emma talking. Are you interested in engineering and science?
Oh yes, I love engineering and science.
Now, is that why you got involved in the Lego League, or did you become interested in engineering and science because you got involved with the Lego League?
I got involved with the Lego League because I really enjoy engineering and science. And I also like playing with Lego, so after I heard about the Lego League, I decided I would like to join it.
Cool. Keegan, how about yourself, young man?
Yeah.
Get close to the mic.
I kind of started off liking robots, and I always liked to build Legos, so.
All right. Now, and you guys, if I'm not mistaken, are homeschooled. Is that right?
Yes, we are.
Okay. So you don't have to go to any kind of a organized formal school to participate in this Lego League?
No.
Now, is this, let me bring you in on this, Selena. Is this, you have to get close to the microphone so you can talk into it. Now, the Lego League, this is associated somehow with the first science and robotic competition. Is that right?
Yes, it is. There's 3 kinds. There we go. Let me get the mic up. There's 3 kinds of robotics. There's FTC, which is the First Tech Challenge, FRC, which is the big robots you might have seen, and then FLL, which is the Lego robots.
Now, how old are you?
I'm 17.
You're 17. Also homeschooled?
Yes.
Also homeschooled. And you are their coach?
Yes.
Now, how do you find yourself in a position at 17 of coaching an 11-year-old and a 12-year-old, especially when the 12-year-old is your little brother who probably doesn't listen to you on anything else ever?
Oh no, he's very good. I'm very lucky to get to coach these kids. They're so bright and intelligent, and I was actually lucky to meet the Lowe's at a 4-H event, and they were interested in FLL. We did a presentation on FIRST Robotics, and they were very excited about it. And Emma is just so passionate about anything science and engineering. And she came and she said, "Are there any teams around here?" And we said, "Well, not really, but we're thinking of starting one. Would you like to join?" And it ended up just being the 2 of them, so they're the dynamic duo. And we're going to see how we're have a great year this year.
So you guys are a 2-person team, is that it?
Yes.
Now, how big are teams typically? Can they be obviously they can be as small as 2, but how big can they be?
They can be as small as 1, and they can be as big as 10 kids.
So you can have a team of 2 competing against a team of 10.
Yes.
Now, what are these competitions about? What do you guys do to prepare for the competition, and how do you compete?
So we build the robot, and then there's...
Now, does everybody get the same, the same Legos, and you're told what the robot has to do, and then you're figured out how to design it? Is that how it works?
Yes, but you also get slightly different Legos each time.
Oh, really? So not everybody gets the same kit?
Well, it's a Lego kit, so Lego actually produces them. You're allowed to use any Legos, even though they're not in the kit.
Okay.
So you end up with a lot of variety.
So you can use what's in the kit, but then you can you can ad-lib, you can bring your own Legos to the game.
Yes.
Really? Huh. So what does your robot do?
So our robot does these challenges, like putting quilting pieces together, these little Lego bricks together to make a quilt. And so our robot will have to go and like push the Legos to form the quilt, and then some other challenges.
Okay. So now, are there competitions scheduled? Do you have like matches, and how does that all work?
So there's basically 2 tables, and they're right next to each other. And there's different missions on each table, and they're the same thing, and they're just mirrored, basically. And the person with the most points for doing the most missions at the end wins.
Okay. And is it like a league, or is it just a sort of a jamboree where all the teams get together and they're sort of you play each other, and it's an elimination round until there's a winner?
It's more of an elimination round, and there's qualifiers to get to a state challenge, and there's also a world's challenge. The first is actually international. Okay.
And when does this competition start?
Our one starts in November 10th.
November 10th. And is that it here in the Manchester area?
Yes.
Where is Selena, where is the competition going to be?
Yeah, there's several qualifiers in November. One is in Durham, Manchester, and there's a third one, Dartmouth, up in Dartmouth. And those are all going to be great fun, and they're free open events to anyone who wants to come and look at robotics and see what it's all about. So I would encourage everyone to please come and watch.
Now, is there a process that you go through if you want to put together a team? Is there a website that you go to download some paperwork or otherwise get involved? And what are the costs?
So for mentors, if you're interested in mentoring, there's first.org, and that covers all the different kinds of FIRST robotics, FTC, FRC, and FLO. And each different kind of robotics has a special page on the FIRST website. You can look into registering, starting a team, and getting your own kit. So,
really?
And there's lots of good information on FIRST.
Now, now you said that you were looking to start a team, you two, before you found Emma. Is there a way that, teams like yours that are small and might like to have some members that you can advertise and say, hey, we've got a team, but we're looking for more people to play kind of thing? Or how does that work?
You can basically try and find as many people as you can within the 10-person limit.
Okay. Now, let me ask you this. How long have you been involved in this, Keegan and Emma?
I've been involved for about 2 years now.
Okay, so you're like an old hand at this already.
Sort of.
Yeah.
And I just started this year. So.
And you just started this year. So what have you learned, or why is this exciting for you? How has it sort of captured your imagination? Why are you going to be a better person because of this?
I really enjoy learning how to solve solutions, especially for this year's topic, senior solutions. And I also, with my love of science and engineering, I also would really like to win the challenge.
Well, as a guy who's officially been called a nerd, I'd like to welcome you to the club. That's a good thing. Keegan, how about yourself? What about this sort of motivates you? How is it helping you develop?
Well, I really like solving puzzles. And I enjoy building, and I found that there's a lot of trial and error in programming, especially.
Well, Edison said that he didn't fail 2,000 times. He just found 2,000 ways that making a light bulb didn't work, right?
Yep.
Now, socially, is there a social aspect to this at all? Or, is it just you working together as a team? Do the other teams get together? Like we heard from Jamie in my audience, who coaches a team from Hillside and Weston schools. Do you guys get together often as teams for social reasons, to meet other kids and share ideas and experiences, or are they the competition and we're here to conquer and kill them? We do not consort with the enemy.
It depends on the team. There's some teams that just do the competition, and there's a lot of other teams that just have fun with it.
Okay. Now, so you've been through the competition then once or twice already?
Yes.
And how'd that turn out for you? What are the competitions like?
They're very loud,
okay,
very chaotic, and kind of long.
Well, I'll tell you what. I mean, I've seen some of the FIRST robotics stuff. Of course, FIRST started right here in Manchester. Mm-hmm. Dean Kamen's brainchild. And so we've gotten a chance to see it grow and develop, and it's really exciting for those of us who were around, a long time ago when it started. And so the goal is to do what with this competition?
To get more kids interested in science and technology and engineering and math.
So now, are you folks inviting people to learn more about you and your team and maybe consider having them join as teammates? Or are you just trying to spread the word generally so people go to the website and figure out how to start their own team, or all of the above?
Kind of all of the above.
Yeah. Now, are you going to be at the Great Pumpkin Regatta?
Yes, we are.
And you're going to be out there with a table telling people who you are and what you're doing?
Yes, we're going to be there, and we're also going to be accepting donations for the Veterans Affairs Hospital.
Oh, the VA, okay.
We're going to be accepting magazines, coffee, sugar-free hard candy, sugar-free pudding and jello, and, and over-the-ear headphones, cheese crackers with peanut butter.
Now, what are you going to be doing with all that food and stuff that you're accepting? Is this all going to the VA?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So what's that list again?
So magazines, coffee, sugar-free hard candy, sugar-free pudding and jello, cheese crackers with peanut butter, over-the-ear headphones.
And over-the-ear headphones. And you're going to give those to the VA so they can give it to the people that they serve?
Yes.
Now, does it take money to have a team and to do this work? Is there a financial component involved in it at all?
There are. To be involved in a qualifier, it's $65 to go to a qualifying event.
Now, is that per team or per person?
Per team, luckily. And it's a little more affordable than that. And then there's the cost of buying your kit and registering your team.
Okay, so you have to buy the kit and register the team. What do the kits cost, and what's the registration fee?
I believe the kits are around $50, and the registration is also $250. I'm sorry, my mom's giving me the money look.
So it's $200.
Oh, the moms are here too. They're way away from the microphone. So it's $250 to buy the kit.
It's roughly.
Roughly
So they
$250.
need an NXT kit, Lego kit, Mindstorms, and then they register with First as a team, and that's around $250 as well. So to start a brand new team, there's an initial cost, but once you buy your kit, then you only have the registration fee.
All right. So to start a team, you have a registration fee, which is about $250,
And then you have to buy the kit, but once you're registered, then you only have to buy the kit. All right, so you kids are going to be at the Pumpkin Regatta, and your first competition is November 10th. Where?
We're in a lottery, so
You're in a lottery,
we don't know
so you
yet.
don't know where you're going to be
We
yet.
don't know yet.
Oh, well, that's
But come to
my
all
daily
of them.
life.
They're all great.
All of them, they're all great. All right, is there a website for people who want to learn more?
Yes, usfirst.org.
Okay.
And please be involved, and robotics is a great experience for everyone.
Well, you guys were terrific guests. Thanks so much for being with us here this morning on Girard at Large. You can learn more about this at usfirst.org, or you can meet these fine folks at the Goffstown Pumpkin Regatta this weekend in the Goffstown downtown. What do they call that? The Village, Bill? The Village. I'm learning the local lingo outside of Manchester.
WLMW 90.7 FM.
It's uplifting and powerful, and it's a good message all around.
New Hampshire Family Radio.
It's just a good station to listen to.